Hello there. So yeah, man, it's Daniel here. Today was fun, man. Today I did some things that I was delaying. I had the opportunity to do it. You know, this is gonna sound very corny, but it's important. There's like this girl. There's a term we use here in Brazil that I would like to know how do I say that in Portuguese, man, in English. Uh, uh, English. Uh, no. Ah, shit. Mm. Fuck. I'm gonna have to research. I'm curious about this one. I'm curious. But I noticed her. You know, it still is not the word that I want to use, but like, uh, I no, I I noticed her. I was like, oh. Mm. And then I was like, no, like when the time comes, I'm gonna do that. That's Most of the times, that's bullshit, right? Most of the times, like yeah, in the future, like yeah, someday I'm gonna do it. Most of the times, it's bullshit. So I had to. I was going to buy bread, man. Yeah. Like I saw her, I was like, oh, okay. And then like I felt those uh symptoms, those yeah sensations. Oh, I love this world. No, no, this world. Sometimes. Um, no, car racing and those type of things. So I went there. I bought because like you're never gonna approach someone from behind. That's weird. That's weird, dude. Fuck off. So I went there. I went. I saw her. And then I bought the bread. And then as I was coming back, I had did this already. She was I don't know scrolling Instagram, and then I just all nosy there. I was like, oh okay, what are you seeing? I literally did that. And I don't know, it wasn't me. She found it weird. Of course, it's very weird. Uh, and like, it was a very confusing meme, by the way. I read it. I was like, she she also, I mean, she was nervous, just the way that I was, but like I was still like cool with that. Uh, but I just I asked for her name. She told me, yeah, my name is so and so. Yeah, my name is Matt. Nice to meet you. That was it. That's the hardest. No, that's the hardest shit to do. The hardest thing to do is to break the ice. Is the opener. The opener is the most important thing in sales, right? At least in cold calling. Outbound. Um, Inbound is different. I'm getting into sales right now, but like the hardest part is like because like it's not like you have to break momentum. Like no to break the inertia. That's the hardest. Like and that's the moment you have to put the most strength out of you. So yeah, I got her name and whatever. I didn't go any further, but no, that was it. That was cool. And then I got back, um, and I was like, fuck, man, I have to, update my because like yesterday I applied for 23 offers, and then I got three positive responses, like in just one day, and then like one of those was a closing position, but you have to be a U.S. citizen, which is not my case. And then there was one for closing position, marketing, which I'm really attracted to it. B2B is more my so funny, man. Like in the beginning, I didn't want to do B2B. Now the only thing that I care is B2B. I want to go into more like company and things like that. Anyway, I'm running against the time here, man. The battery. Anyway, so I said, yeah, man. Like, I'm yeah, I'm looking like I'm fucking addicted. Yeah, a ballhead, a junkie. Anyway, I said, yeah, man. I have this experience, this and that. And then I booked a call, right? In the call, he asked me a couple questions. Tell me about yourself. Like it didn't have a structure. Like he was very laid out. He was like, tell me what do you have? And then I started asking a lot of questions. I said, okay, about this, about that, about that. And the monthly revenue. What's the size of the team? What's the close rate of them? What are the sources of your leads? How long are you like doing this offer? Um, what else? What else? I asked a bunch of questions. I said, well, what are the skills of the top setter? Okay, what are the things of the closer? And then he was like, oh, okay. No, by the end of it, he was like, you know what? I think you could be a good fit. And then like he offered me the position. I was like, oh man, that's cool. I say, yeah, nah, give me a thumbs up, like if you're into it. So okay, bro. And then apparently I got the offer. Apparently, like I only, you know, for me, I'm only gonna get the offer once I'm in the CRM. Then I got the offer. Otherwise, like it's just a maybe. It's just a maybe. So yeah, I did that, and then I started updating my portfolio. Because I have the videos, and then I have to record the loan because yeah, there was this guy. So it's a pipeline, and like I got blacklisted from that pipeline. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, right? But I got blacklisted from that pipeline, and the guy, I mean, he posted. I was like, okay, I'm interested. Here's my portfolio. I said, okay, cool, great. Just book a call. I was like, okay. I didn't mention anything. Just for the long video, I did the long video. You know, offer him the real sales examples, and that was it. That was the story. Like I was just updating that. So not and that took me some time. But like it was good. By the end of it, I was like, okay, man, shit. When I compared this one video to the first one that I did, fuck, it's awesome. That's why you have to compare yourself with yourself, not someone else's result, because you don't know the backstory of it. You know, you don't know what has happened behind the curtains. You know. So I did that, and then after that, I applied for a couple offers. I didn't get my number today, but I still applied, so that's what matters. And fuck, man, I gotta go. I'm gonna finish right here, right now. So oh, so I did a mock call, and then like I performed really well actually. That's interesting. Compared to like I had a script, but like the guy he gave me like a unusual objection. I need to pray about it, which is think about it. It's fear-based objection. He's a partner, you know. So I fumble a little, but like it was good, and that's it, man. I applied for I don't know 7 offers today, and that's the game. Let's keep playing this shit. So yeah, man, that's it. Let's keep moving forward and let's conquer. Bye.